Hello friends, in this video we will discuss some CCT type questions on mathematical domain. CCT means creative and critical thinking. Here I took some questions on the concept perimeter and area, which will be beneficial for all students from class 6 to 10th. The theme of my first question is journey of ants. I am going to read the question first. The length, breadth and height of a room are 5 meter, 4 meter and 4 meter respectively. That means the dimension of the room is given. Length is 5 meter, breadth is 4 meter and height is 4 meter. Sai Chandan, a curious boy, noticed that ants are moving in a line originating from the corner of the roof. From this place, ants are moving. The ants are moving back to back in a straight line up to a point along the length on the floor which is 3 meter away from the corner point of the floor just below the corner point of the roof. That means this is given 3 meter. The height of the room is 4 meter. From this point along the length on the floor, the line of ants proceeding to a sweet bowl which is on the floor at a distance of 4 meter. That means this distance is given 4 meter. While returning back, the ants follow the same path. Now, here we are having, if we will name this A, B, C and suppose the bowel is here at the point D, here A, B, C is a right angle triangle. Hence, the length of AB will be 3 square plus 4 square, square root is 5 meter. So, this distance is 5 meter. Now, let us go to the first question. Sai Chandan eagerly tried to find out the approximate length of an ant. He estimated the approximate length as 0.002 meter. Find the approximate number of ants originating from the starting point at the corner up to the sweet bowl on the line. We have to find the approximate number of ants from this place A to the place D. Okay, the total distance is 5 plus 4, 9 meter. The total distance is 5 meter plus 4 meter, which is 9 meter. 5 meter here and 4 meter here. Okay, the estimated length of one ant is 0.002 meter. So we have to find the number of ants. It is given that the ants are back to back. That means there is no gap in between them. That means the total ants covers that 9 meter distance. The number of ants will be 9 meter by 0.002. If you calculate this, you will get 4500. That means there are 4500 ants from this point A to the point D. Now comes to the second question. If the ants are moving at an average speed of 0.09 meter per second, the speed of ant is given 0.09 meter per second, and you know speed is always distance by time. Find the time an ant takes to reach to the bowl from the starting point. We have to find the time, that means it is distance by speed. The total distance travelled is 9 meter. The total distance travelled is 9 meter and the speed is given here 0.09. So total time will be 900 by 9 means 100 seconds. So this is the time taken to move one ant from A point to D point. Okay. Now comes to the third question. One ant is capable enough to take 1.2 gram food particle. If the sweet bowl contains 132 gram of food in it, what distance one ant will cover to transport all the food particles to its nest? Total food is here 132 gram. One ant is capable enough to take 1.2 gram food particle. That means number of times number of times one ant will come to take food particle is equals to 132 gram is total food particle. In one time, one ant takes 1.2 gram. So if you will divide this, you will get 110. That means one ant will come 110 times to complete all the food particles to take back to his nest. Okay, that means when one ant comes from A to the point D to take the food particle, first the ant will come from A to D, then again he will take 1.2 gram food particle, again he will back to the point A, drop the food particle there, and again he will come to D to take the next amount of food particle. That means total distance covered by one ant to take 1.2 gram food particle is 9 meter plus 9 meter, that is 18 meter. Total distance traveled by one ant to take 1.2 gram food particle to its nest at A is equals to 9 meter upward direction, 9 meter downward direction, means total 18 meter. Okay. Now number of times the ant will come is 110. That means total we have to find what distance one ant will cover. The total distance covered is equals to 110 into 18. 18 into 110 will be 1980 meter, which is 1.98 kilometers. So this is the distance covered by one ant to take all the food particles, that is 132 gram from the sweet bowl. Now comes to the next question, fourth one. While return back to their nest from the spot of sweet bowl, one ant choose some other path but travel the same distance as earlier. Describe its path. Let us go to the figure. The ant will move in some another path, but the ant move by some another path but move the same distance, that is 5 meter. That means ant will cover this distance now. This is 5 meter, this is 4 meter, this is 3 meter, so definitely this is 5 meter. So ant will move from D to C, then from C to A. So let us write this answer first. Ant will move from D to C, ant will move from D to C, then C to A. If we write this, we can write like this. First, the ant will move to the corner point of the floor in a straight line, then it will move along the height to reach the destination. The same distance the ant will cover, that is 5 meter here and 4 meter here, total is 9 meter, but he traveled in some other direction. Okay. Next question. Land distribution. A farmer has 0.42 hectare of land and on which he cultivated different types of food items. He has 3 children, Ramsagar, Dayasagar and Savitri. In his old age, he decided to distribute his land into 4 parts. 3 parts to his children and the rest part to the village temple. He distributed his land to the three children as described in the figure respectively. This respectively means first name is Ramsagar here. That means this part is for Ramsagar. Similarly, the second part is for Dayasagar and this part is for Savitri. And the remaining part will go to the village temple. Okay, this is the question. Total land is 0.42 hectare. Now comes to the question. His three children started fencing the boundary of their land with iron wires. Who will invest minimum amount for fencing? Since we have to fence the boundary, that means we have to consider the perimeter of the field. Okay, so we have to find the length of boundary or the perimeter of all the figures of all the three children respectively. First, let us find out for Ramsagar. The length of boundary of Ramsagar. Boundary of Ramsagar is equals to C. Ramsagar will move this distance and again this distance. That means this distance means 35 meter and this distance means the semi perimeter of a circle whose diameter is 35 meter. The total answer will be 35 plus semi perimeter of a circle is pi r. Pi means 22/7 and r is here 35/2. If you will simplify, you will get 90 meter. Similarly, let us find out the length of boundary of Dayasagar. Dayasagar land is this one. Boundary, this is 35 meter, this is 35 meter, this is 35 meter, and again this is a semicircle whose diameter is 35 meter. So the total length is 35 plus 35 plus 35 plus the length of this semicircular part, which is pi r, and if you will simplify this, you will get 160 meter. Now let us find out the length of boundary of Savitri. See in the figure, for Savitri, the length is 35 meter here, 35 meter here, 35 meter here, and again a semicircular part here. That means the length will be 35 meter plus 35 meter plus 35 meter plus 22/7 into 35/2. So if you will simplify, you will get 160 meter. So these are the length of boundary of all the three children. Our question is, who will invest minimum amount for fencing? The person having minimum length of boundary will invest minimum amount. That means answer will be Ramsagar, because 90 meter is less than 160 meter here. Okay, now comes to the second question. If the children decided to take a complete round around their respective plot at a speed of 1 meter per 2 seconds, find who will take more time. Speed is given here. Speed is 1 meter per 2 seconds, means 1/2 meter per 1 second. And we know speed is distance by time, so time is distance by speed. We have to find who will take more time. That means we have to find the time taken for all the three children to move around their respective field. Now let us find out the time taken by Ramsagar first. Time taken by, for Ramsagar I am writing r. Time taken by r is, distance covered is 90 meter, and here the speed is given 1/2, means it is 180 seconds. Again, time taken by Dayasagar, suppose D. Dayasagar travelled 160 meter, the speed is half, means 320 seconds. This is the time taken by Dayasagar. Again, similarly, time taken by Savitri is 160 by half. 160 is the distance travelled by Savitri and speed is given half. So this is also 320 seconds. Since the perimeter of Dayasagar and Savitri is same, that's why they took same time here. But our question is, find who will take more time. So here the both Dayasagar and here both Dayasagar and Savitri will take same time, that is 320 seconds, which is more than the time taken by Ramsagar. The time taken by Ramsagar. Okay, now comes to the third question. Among the children who got the land of maximum area? Who got the land of maximum area? Let us study the figure. No one need to find out the area here. See, for Ramsagar, it is a semicircular part. For Dayasagar, it is a square where a semicircular part is excluded. For Savitri, it is a square with an additional part of a semicircle. So clearly from this three figure, we can get that Savitri will get more land. So who got the land of maximum area? The answer will be Savitri. Okay, now comes to the fourth one. The village temple trust planned to develop a park on its share and started fencing the land. When the children of the farmer completed their fencing, if the cost of fencing is rupees 100 per meter, find the total amount the trust will invest for fencing. Here actually reading is very important. The village temple trust planned to develop a park on its share and started fencing the land when the children of the farmer completed their fencing. That means this part is already fenced by the children. Okay, so village temple trust will only fence this part and this part. Okay, here it is given the total land is 0.42 hectare. 0.42 hectare means 4200 square meter, because we know 1 hectare is 10,000 square meter. This is the conversion unit. So 0.42 hectare is 4200 square meter. This is a rectangular field. The farmer is having a rectangular field here. So length is given here, 35 plus 35 plus 35 means 105 meter. So length into breadth is 4200, that means breadth is 4200 by 105 is 40 meter. So this distance is 40 meter. Okay, now from this 40 meter length, this one 35 meter is already fenced by the children, means Savitri. Only 5 meter extra that village temple has to fence. That means village temple has to fence 40 meter. This distance means 105 meter and this distance means 5 meter. Okay, so village temple trust has to fence the length to be fenced by village temple trust is equals to 40 plus 105 plus 5, which is 150 meter. But we have to find the total amount. Hence total amount is equals to 150 into 100, because it is given 100 rupees per meter. So it is 15,000 rupees.